sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, let's go to Liberia. It's a go talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, this is the bottle Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, this is the bottle Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, this is the bottle Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, this is the bottle Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Document to information and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Good information in document and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, Liberia. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Seku Sherry say, Liberia, let's go to Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
those that are living are still fighting. Jaka Zulu African soldier, Elisa Lesse African soldier, Namdia Shikiwe African soldier, Kwame Nkrumah African soldier, Jomo Soldiers who fought for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting on. Those that are living are still fighting. Zulu African soul.
And what a great way to say good morning, folks.
Let's say African soul.
What a great way to say good morning, Mama Liberia.
African soldier.
What a great way to say good morning, my beloved country.
African soldier.
Good morning, my beloved citizens.
African soldier.
And what a good way to start your day.
African soldier.
It feels good doing what you can do, doing what you love doing. The spirit that comes with it is just so different.
Save your people. Save.
Let me say good morning to all of you. Indeed, our people needs to be saved.
From political nonsense.
They need to be saved from political nonsense, like the song says. Our people really need to be saved from too many things. Mama Liberia needs to be saved. African soldiers need to stand up for their rights. Liberians need to stand up for their rights. There are too many things that Liberians need to stand up for. There are too many things that our country needs to be saved from. And that is why we will always say, once you are living, you need to continue fighting. Some are dead, they are still fighting. While the living cannot fight. And let me say good morning to all of you, wherever you are joining this broadcast from. It promises to be a fascinating one this morning. Today marks the 19th of November 2024. Gradually, we are getting there. Gradually, we are approaching 1 year. And time flies. I always tell people, a few years from now, there will be another election in this country. But until then, we will speak about the issues. Until then, we will be here to remind the Liberian people, to enlighten the Liberian people minds about some of the things that are going on within our country. So we are saying good morning to all of you, all Liberians, wherever you are joining this broadcast from, whether you are in the diaspora, in the rural areas, just wherever you are getting our sound from this morning. We are saying good morning and welcome you to another fascinating edition of Good Morning Liberia. It promises to be great. And let me welcome all of you. Let me welcome Voice of Liberia in Maghibie County, in Bunk County, and all other counties across the country. Those of you in Monrovia, let me say good morning to you. How's the hustle this morning? Those of you making your way to work, the Silver Sevens, how are you? How are you doing? We are in the rescue mission. We are in the arrest agenda. I think everywhere is being rescued. You have the Buka dancer, as you say it. He started the harmonization, but in his harmonization, he said, let me cut some of your salaries down and be able to bring more people on board so that Liberians can work, so that it should not just be certain people who are working within the country. That was the Buka dancer for you. But the rescue mission came and he said, I will put you down. I will put most of you people down because we need to increase the salaries. Now the 2024, the 2025, the budget, it is here. They said that all of the places that they talk about is being touched. All of the things that they said that the Buka dancer did not do, they said that they are doing it. They said that the rescue mission are rescuing the people or they are rescuing themselves. That is a question for you Liberians this morning. And let me say welcome and welcome to all of you. Those of you following us on our Facebook platform. You can drop a comment. Tell us where you are joining us from. And those of you on our YouTube page, that is Voice of Liberia, and on our online platform. Those of you beside your monitor, whether it is your phone or your radio. Those of you in Texas, be it the commercial or the private one, we want to say welcome to all of you. Ask yourself that question. Is it that these people are rescuing the country? There were too many things that they complained about on the Buka dancer. People said he was dancing all around here. Excuse me. But the rescue mission that we all know, the rescue mission that the Liberian people believe and trust in, the rescue mission that the Liberian people said, we are putting our trust in you, because the name itself, rescue, it shows that you're going to do everything in your weak way to change the dynamics in this country. But yet and still, we have a rescue mission that is like a reckless mission. Yes, a reckless mission. I will say that. That is the rescue mission you have. But this is our country, though. We will not go back to the butchers. This is our country. We will speak the truth. This is our country. We will continue to talk about these things that matter to our country, because it is our country. We have nowhere to run. We have nowhere to go. This is Liberia for us. And my name is Samira One Lie. I'm Samira One Lie. And Sekou and I will be here with you up to 10 o'clock this morning. Like he said on yesterday, he will not be in studio physically, but he will be with us throughout the conversation. Together we will have it on our devices here, and we will call it a day this morning. So let me say welcome to all of you. Welcome to Good Morning Liberia. Those of you following, I encourage you to share the live video, invite a friend, continue to share the video, and also the cash giveaway is on. We are giving out 3,000 this morning with $100 Liberian dollars. Dial *799#, and then you select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars and be a winner for 3,000 this morning. So quickly, we will do acknowledgement. Pastor Eric Wapia, Ma Asata's son, and 18 others, they are watching this morning. And Amos Tokba Senior says, good morning, VOL. I'm following from Congo Town. My name is Amos Tokba. Sam Madave, Ghana song, writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching you from the Lime Tree Lofa Bridge, Kolakonen District, Grand Cape Mount County. Vaman Traco writes, good morning to you, my beautiful sister, and thanks for the great job you are doing for the Liberian people. I do join you from Dole Community District 14. Ansu Kamara says, good morning. Salalie Kemon, one of our regular commenters, he writes, good morning, Samira and the peace-loving people of Bacon Town, Kokoya District, Bon County. My name is Salalie. I'm Salalie Kemon, watching you from Monrovia. The drama at Capitol Hill. If care is not taken, the 79-year-old unfit, unprepared, and dangerous liar, Patrol, will carry our country back in the dark days. Jacob Moba says, I'm watching you from Habel City, Bagibi County. Eric Gray writes, good morning, VOL. I'm following you from a Claratown resident. Daliton Kopar says, good morning. I'm following you from Cambodia. And Blama Kane writes, good morning, VOL. I'm watching you from Old Road. Stanley Sharif says, under this unprepared president, Liberians are going to bed with hunger, while the so-called majority bloc are distributing millions of United States dollars amongst themselves just to remove the legitimate elected speaker of the 55th legislature. And Philip Elchi did two rights, a long one. And he said, good morning, Voice of Liberia, and good morning to our CEO, Sekou Sharif, and good morning to my own sister, Samira Wonline. My name is Philip LG Detua, following you guys from Banga City, Bon County. Every day, is negative news in our country under this unprepared president. Fellow Liberians, please be careful with yourself. This country is not safe under this unprepared government. God, please save us from this problem. God, you guys, thanks to you guys so much for the information provided. God will definitely bless you guys for the hard work you people continue to do for the Liberian people. Emerson Ibrahim Ginda says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia family, and good morning to my peaceful citizens of Pakpa District, Grand Cape Mount County. My name is Emerson Ibrahim Ginda, watching the entire broadcast from a Broadway resident, where we are here again this morning. Mama Liberia will rise again by Allah's grace." And Aberson Zime writes, he says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia family. My name is Aberson P. Zime, and I'm love to be called Zangola Young Money. I'm watching you live from Soul Clinic community, Monrovia, Liberia. Thanks to you people for a great work." Amos Tokwa Senior writes, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia." Nehemiah B. Roberts goes on by saying, "Good morning, Liberia. Do we still have people who call themselves book people in Liberia?" With a question mark, he asked. Christian Singlet says, "Good morning, pleasant good morning. I'm following you closely from a Capitol building office." John David Nakula Yakpawolo writes, "Good morning, my great family, a Voice of Liberia. My name is John. I'm John David Nakula Yakpawolo, following you from a Gentleman Agreement corner in Banga City, Bon County. Lord, save our country from the hands of these criminals." This is Musa Kalimu. He says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from 72nd Community, Pinsville City. Samira, what is going on in Liberia on a daily basis is something beyond our understanding. Every day, negative news about our country. This government needs to do the needful things and stop the lies. Thanks for the show. May God continue to bless Mama Liberia from the hands of the wicked people." Eric Commentator says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Sonnywen community." And there's too many other comments here. Just continue to share the live video. My people, you share the live video. Invite a friend to watch. Invite a friend to listen. Okay, that would be great if you do so. You just don't need to go away with the information by yourself. Always call people. I always tell you Liberians that information is what you feed on. If you are living in a country and you just don't know what is happening in that country, meaning you're not living in that country, because you need to get information on a daily basis. Communication needs to be done. Whatever station you want to tune to, you can tune there. But I can tell you that information is very necessary in our country. Matthew Musa says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching you from Arizona, USA. JNB will feel the weight of the Liberian people, but God is in control." Excuse me. Ahmed Mohammed Sisse says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Old Va Town Community, Kakata City, Margibi County." Okay, that's all the acknowledgements we will do. There's too many comments here, people writing. Continue to write, continue to drop as to where you are following us from, and continue to share the live video. Do not forget that the cash giveaway is on. You are using $100 Liberian to play, and you are winning 3,000. If you dial *799#, you select option 8 for Voice of Liberia, and you win your 3,000. These are the things that will be discussed this morning. We will talk about the 2025 budget, and that will be a long conversation. We have too many things embedded within that discussion. So you would like to wait, you would like to share the video and wait for 7:30, 10 more minutes at about which time, we will start the discussion about the 2025 budget. 7:30, we get on it. And also, we will talk about the University of Liberia. Under President Joseph Yuma Boaka, the rescue mission, under the arrest agenda, his first year in office, The University of Liberia is not yet open. It is yet to be open. But you have the police people who are beating on these students, who are saying we need to go to school. This year, since this year started, the university, under this government, since the government took over, school went on and closed. The school is yet to be open. All of the people you have there, they are all acting on the board. So we will talk about that. We'll talk about the shutdown of the University of Liberia. And also, there's too many things to talk about. We'll talk about the President Boakai visit to Sierra Leone, or how you call it, working visit. That is not a working visit though, but we will talk about it. There's too many things going on in our country, and the president continues to turn his back on these things and leave this country at about what time he wants to leave, and he comes back and says nothing about the things that's happening within this country. Imagine ECOWAS came thinking that they could have solved the problem. They did nothing. They just talked to these people. The problem was not solved, and they left the country, saying that the rule of law should be obeyed in our country. But yet and still, you have a president that doesn't care about what happens. We will go into that shortly this morning. But just before that, while we have 8 minutes up to 7:30, at which time we will talk about the budget, it is important to let the Liberian people know about this. That is the issue about the mpox. You will say the monkeypox. This is something that is serious. This is something that continues to happen in our country. We started to experience some cases in the rural areas, and we started to talk about them, but there were not many. So we just alerted the Liberian people about this and telling them that they should start to take precautions, start to wash your hands, start to do whatever you can do, because the mpox is a very dangerous virus, right? It comes on the skin like a bomb. It is dangerous, even dangerous than Ebola, right? So we decided to let the Liberian people know about these things. But the issue about mpox is that the cases continues to increase. The cases continues to increase. And it's something that is okay that we let the Liberian people know so that they start to take precautions. The high school in most of the rural areas in Liberia, these students, their dreams are dying completely because of this mpox. They are preparing. The EPA is to clean up our air in this country. The EPA is to do the cleaning of the air. So students in the rural areas, in some of the rural areas, not all of the rural areas, they won't be attending school because they are to carry on this process. So it's something that, though they are not yet rich, we don't have any case with him on Monrovia yet, but we should be able to learn and be able to take all of the necessary precautions. One of the things that I would say is that we have to look at the borders too, because you cannot have such a dangerous virus that's in some African countries, and you have other Africans pulling into our country too. We don't know as to if they contacted the virus from there already and they will bring it into the country. So the borders too is something that the government needs to look at, to be able to close the borders for our time being, so they get done with it. But as it stands, the EPA is expected to spray the air, right? So high schools in the rural areas, some of them, students are not going to school. And mpox is declared as a global health emergency. This is something that it is not just in Liberia. You have cases in other countries, and it have been happening there, over and over, and it is very, very, very much deadly. We hope that this doesn't happen, because if this happens, too many dreams will go down. If this happens, we will go back. Because we all saw when Corona, or when Ebola, or you say COVID-19, that is the same Corona. When it came into the country, we saw that schools had to close. People had the government call for quarantine. That is how you call it. The government called for that was curfew, right? People will not go to work. The whole economy will become static. students will not go to school, and you will have people losing their loved ones, and that is not something that we pray for. So the way in which you have some cases in the rural areas, it is okay enough that some of the borders they be closed so that people cannot come in, and EPA do the spraying of the air and all of that in order to attack it sooner. Because if it comes to the city, it will spread all over because you just don't know who have it. So it's just to alert the public, to let you know that this dangerous virus, it is in our country. It has not yet entered the city. It is in some rural areas. We have been talking about it. We have been telling you, but the cases, it continues to increase. So as it stands, students are not going to school, and they want to do the spraying of the air. It's pretty enough that we in Monrovia here and all other parts of the counties, which of course the virus is not in yet, it's okay that we take precautions. Wash your hands. I went yesterday, I went 2 places and I saw the buckets there with the soap. You have to wash your hands before you enter. That is okay enough. People should start doing it. You don't want for it to reach at a point that it cannot be controlled before you start to control it. No, I mean, you want to start the process sooner, attack it so that it doesn't take over the country. Because I can tell you that it is a complete setback. Some students, high school, will spend 2 years in one class. Universities will not be open and all of that. So we are saying that Liberians should be able to take precautions as soon as they can, because this is deadly. This is not something to play with. And this is something that we should engage sooner before it spread around and it takes over the whole country. Okay, that is that. So the cash giveaway is on. We have just a minute to 7:30 at about which time, excuse me, we will start the conversation on the budget, on the 2025 budget. So let us use that 1 minute to talk about the cash giveaway. It'll encourage people to share the video. Those of you watching, share the live video, invite a friend to watch, drop your comment, tell us where you are watching from, and everything. That is what you should do. You drop a comment, tell us where you are watching from. So the cash giveaway is open. All you need to do is to dial *799# and then you select option 8. Option 8 is for Voice of Liberia. Once you select option 8, automatically you are playing on Voice of Liberia. When you select option 8, then you put in 100 Liberian dollars, and then you play with the 100 Liberian dollars and be able to win yourself a 3,000 Liberian dollars while we go into our discussion this morning. Okay, so with just few seconds, we are about to discuss the 2025 budget. That is one of our major discussions. And we are going to tell you about the increasement in the budget. The budget was being increased. 2024 budget, as you will say. 2025 budget exceed it. We will talk about it. And some people, their salaries and everything, it was being increased. We will name out these people. We will tell you about it. And we will go deeper into it. We will also talk about this whole legislative politics that will be embedded in it too. The president visit to Sierra Leone, it will be embedded within it. So this is a long discussion that we're about to start. So all you need to do is sit there and listen as we drill you through this morning. So like I said, we will do the show together, Sekou and I. So now we have Sekou on the line. Sekou, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Tomorrow morning, let me say morning to our listeners. It is good that we're back again this morning, Samara. Yes. You want to just take me a bit through, I was a bit not into, but I know that we had to agree, conversation.
So we did. So we said that by 7:30 we will talk about the 2025 budget, and I just told the Liberian people that this is going to be a long conversation that we will have, because we will tell them about the increment in the budget. We'll tell them about some individual salaries that was being increased, and we'll also discuss the legislative politics within it, including the Speaker for Nati Kofa, why the budget did not reach him, but rather it went over to the majority bloc or to the Deputy Chief Clerk, and all of that. We will discuss it along with the president visit to Sierra Leone. In the state that we are in, the president left the country with just too many things happening. He's not in the country. He went back to his hometown. These are things that we'll be discussing, Sekou.
So I love the way you said he went back to his hometown. You know, people say the president is a Sierra Leonean bobo. You know, he hails from Sierra Leone. He lives in Sierra Leone. He's schooled in Sierra Leone and much more other thing. And so the reports were even getting from Sierra Leone that the president didn't really go for any major thing. He's stopping to towns and villages. Yeah. I don't know what's the meaning of that. President should be running to go for such an important working visit meeting, but why he's stopping in most of the towns and villages, moving towards Freetown. And so, like we've continued to say, it's just a waste of taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure he must have taken more than 50 to 100 persons along with him. Mind you, every day that passes, they'll be able to take a huge amount of money. When yesterday GFK lacks proper medication, most of the government hospitals are walloping in total mess. When Liberians are going to the various government hospitals, they are yet to get proper treatment and on all of that. So yes, it's good I will talk about it, but Samira, if you agree with me, I just want us to let go the other aspect of the political issue that is taking place at the legislature. We've said this over and again. We've given our thoughts. We've made a lot of points concerning what's happening there. So I just want us to sit now and see what they do there, how they play it. From what happened yesterday, no one needs to tell anyone as to where the government or the executive or the president stands about this thing. You know, so let us keep watching and see how it plays out. But I would advise that we look at the budget, try to give what's in the budget for the president. Has it been increased? Or is it that they reduced the budget? Or what's in it for the vice president? What's in it for the Senate pro tempore of the Liberian Senate? Now, giving all these accounts, making the people to understand, it gives a clear picture and understanding that Joseph Boakai did not come to work in the interest of the people, but he has come to the presidency to use the presidency as a retirement area where he feels that what he did not get for the number of years he worked in government, either he got it or he did not manage it. It is time that he thinks he can get it. And so at the end of the day, where you have institutions of government that are now fully funded, you have the president budget being increased. You have the vice president budget being increased. You have the Senate pro tem budget being increased. When when government institutions that are to cater to the Liberian people are not being prioritized in the budget. So I think this is total wickedness on the part of this incompetent government. They have shown that they've come to the governance space of our country to enrich themselves. Fellow Liberians, this is wickedness to the highest level. People thought that Joseph Boakai said he will reduce his budget or salary, but instead they're increasing their budget by the million. So imagine Joseph Boakai budget was increased in the 2023-2024 budget.
Mm.
Now you come to the 2024-2025 budget. They increase it again. So every budget year, Joe Boakai budget will continue to be increased. For what reason? What the woman needs? Why are we treating our country like this? So Samara, you just need to take us through the budget, and so we can start the conversation this morning.
Okay, and be able to keep the ball rolling. So first, let us get this straight that the 2025 budget, it represents 15.3% increase over the 2024 recast budget. The total appropriation of 38.9 million. So from this whole budget, you understand that Joseph Human Boakai government budget exceeds the budget for the last year. But yet and still, we said that this is a rescue mission that came to rescue the country. Okay, so let us get some of the payment, some of the salaries that you will see when you talk about the increment. The offices.
So Samara, that is not a salary.
Okay.
So that is the budget.
The budget
for the president. That you will have different things that they will list that the president, you get entertainment, or you still get a University of Liberia that is yet to open because of small money. The president having $1 million plus just for entertainment, for other useless things in the budget. When the education system of our country continues to get worse by the day, when under his administration, the University of Liberia can no longer be open. Thousands of students can no longer go to school. Then you have the president of our country. Now, the main budget, they had the bravery for Joseph Boakai, the draft budget around 2,461,289. They approved 2 million. Then in the year 2024, you call it because the budget year is like a 210 ends into another one.
Yeah.
And so the draft budget at the time, his budget was around $2,461,289. And so the budget that they approved for this year, the budget they approved, they submitted for his budget for this year, one that is submitted that should have been that is submitted is $2,461,289. And so the one that they went ahead and they approved is around $2,996,289. Do you know how much they add on it? They added 535,000. So if you do the percentage as per the increment into that is 21.73% increment into the budget of the president. When you still have people living in abject poverty, when we're doing everything for the president, to eat, we pay.
Yeah.
To sleep, we pay.
Transportation.
To buy a car, we pay. To put a car, we pay. To go do a very barely young girls around town, we pay.
To go do a walk-up ball, as someone would say. Walk-up ball.
We pay. Yes, all of that, they are not enough. Yes, the they've gone to the extent to say, you know what, we need to increase it. We don't care about the suffering masses of the country. We don't care about what the people are going through. All we care about is use the presidency, arrange yourself, get the money that you worked for a couple of years you have, but you did not use it, you misuse it. So we can make you, when you are retired, because we know you might not be strong anytime again, you can be living on it until you die. Under this kind of economy, under the suffering of our people, the president budget has been increased 21.73%.
Imagine, that is huge.
Who does that? Who does that? What did the Liberian people do to deserve all these kinds of things from this government? When you have Samira, and in fact, we will try to start such a conversation. Samira, if you go across the country, you will get to understand that people are really suffering.
Yeah.
Now, and so good, if you do a comparison with the U.S. president budget per year,
yeah,
they said the president shall receive in full for his services during the term for which he shall have been elected compensation in the aggregate amount of 400,000 a year to be paid monthly, and in addition, an expense allowance of 50,000 to assist in deferring expenses relating to or resulting from the discharge of his duties.
It's on Google. Let him go and Google it. Let him do that.
See a country like America.
Yes.
We
So when I saw that yesterday, when I went on Google and Googled that yesterday, I just sat and said, we are finished in this country. Very serious man, that country.
The thing is, Samara, you want to ask yourself, like I was saying, right? If you go across this country, go to Waterside, go to Douala, go to Red Light, go on Broad Street, ask Liberians about the living condition. You will get to know that poverty is not knocking the doors of people. Where I've always said eating has become an achievement.
Yeah.
If a person eats today, he or she feels they've achieved. This is how this country has become. And then you have the president who's increasing his budget by the minute. The president increases his budget by the minute. So when the president increases his budget, you still have government hospitals. Is he worried about his administration? Under his administration, the very first year, the University of Liberia is yet to open. There are people that need maybe 500,000. But the mayor is adding 500,000 on his budget.
Yes.
These people that need maybe 200,000. But he's adding 500,000 in his budget. What it says to you, and the Omer doesn't care about education. He doesn't care about how, because now he becomes the president, his children has the opportunity, his children, they have the opportunity. So he doesn't care. He leaves the country to go have fun in Sierra Leone and come and say he's going on a working visit. What work is it that you're going to be leaving from towns?
Yeah.
From town to
From
town.
Another town.
Are you the president of Sierra Leone? What are you going to do? So it tells you how when someone, they've got no work to do, but they've been paid taxpayers' money, this is what you get.
Yeah.
And so the president, a percentage of increment in the budget runs up to 21.73%.
Who does that?
Meaning 537,000 was been added.
But yet in still Seku, Liberia is the 8th poorest country in the world. But see what our people are taking that's just a yearly. See, look at American president budget yearly. Yeah, but yet and still you want for people to see.
Here's another one. The vice president. In fact, the budget, I don't know. Now, these are some of the reasons why people will talk about the budget manipulation and all of that. Can you imagine the vice president of our country budget has been increased even more than the president of the country?
Imagine.
The vice president budget is increased even more than the president of the country. Jeremiah Kuhn, the draft budget is around 2,386,123. What does that prove and what came up to $3,386,123. So the president's own budget is around 2 million, while the vice president increased budget is around 3 million.
Imagine.
1 million was added, making it in terms of percentage 41.90% increment in the vice president's budget.
And the president get 21.73%. Then the vice president have 41.90%, almost 50%.
So who does that? So it says to you about this entire thing that the people are using the budget to strengthen the financial standing for 2029.
Thank you.
They can't get money from anywhere. It is the budget they're getting the money from. Nowhere they can get the money from. It is the budget. And so they're doing everything just to have control over the budget. So this is it, fellow Liberians. Under this struggling economy, difficulties can be the order of the day. The vice president budget is increased more than the president's budget. The president increases his budget. The vice president comes as well, he increases his budget to 1 million. When JFK don't have, when government hospitals around the country, when the economy is bad, when businesses got no understanding, what so much are they doing?
When you have people struggling to pay their child or children's school fees.
Yes. Children are no longer in school.
Yes.
Because their parents cannot afford. Then you are increasing your budget to 41.90%. Then you go to Yombri, the budget 1,319,200.
Hello, you're coming in that.
I said, Yombri Lawrence, the approval is $1,519,282, and then they added $200,000 to her budget in increment. So the percentage in terms of increment in her budget is 15.19% increment in the budget. So what is it that these people really want to do to us? So they're using the budget, increasing all kinds of figures in it, just to enrich themselves, Amira.
That is
just
what
to enrich themselves. Just to enrich themselves. How do you go and increase the budget in the kinds of, in difficult times?
Yes, Seku, that's the word. That's where I wanted to come in. In this kind of time, your government took over, looking at the situation that the country is in, looking at the suffering that people are going through on a daily basis, looking at how hard it is for people to get food to eat, people doing self-pay with their children's school fees. Children are in the streets selling. They don't have money. They don't have money to put food on their table. Looking at this economy, absolutely no one expected for the men to increase their budget like this. To be real. At this point in time, it's not timely. It is not. At this point in time, at this point in time, you have a government who's increasing. They just shows to the Liberian people that these people came there for themselves. These people, they are all hustlers who came there to enrich themselves. They never had it. It shows to the Liberian people that these people, they came to rescue themselves. Because if it was the country that you came to rescue, you could have said, let this be dropped. As for my part, let it be dropped. I don't want this much. But rather, you took it from where it was and even increase it.
Yes, that's what I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, come and tell the people something different. Oh, wait, we want to do this. We want to seek your interest. And this is what is going on. We want to do this and all of that. This is what they do. How they increment in that budget benefits the Liberian people.
Mm-hmm.
How it benefits the Liberian people.
Mm-hmm.
Increase the budget. Erase themselves at the detriment of the Liberian people. Samara, let us listen. Let's hear.
Come again?
Let's hear what Liberians say about this.
Yes.
It is so heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. Very. Okay, so let's go to the phone lines. That is it. You've listened to the rescue team budget. Some of them you listened. It is about time that you make your point on it. Say what you can say. There's an increment in the budget. You just listen. We read out 3 individuals, their money that they are to take yearly. And you've listened, Liberians. 0770907907, 0770907907 is the number to dial and place in your call. What is your take on this? What do you have to say about this? Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning to the CEO.
Good morning.
Thank you so much, Samira. This is King. I do join you from Spain this morning. You see, it is quite frustrating when I heard 2 guys reading the budget line of the president and the vice president. Samira, it was interesting to know that it is only on Sunday people eat in country now. Throughout the week, people are eating cocoa, and the kind of food they are eating, it is not even satisfactory. But because increased poverty under President Bouakai and Mr. Kuhn has led our people to start eating cocoa, and only on Sunday they can afford to have a full meal to eat during the beginning of the week. Then you got that kind of money going to the people, and the worst of all, for Mr. Bouakai to take our presidential cover from here and go and stop into villages in Sierra Leone, meeting with paramount chief. I have to say it is in Liberia that he do no kind of thing. Since the election, people elected President Bouakai, have he gone and got over to me with teaching people in Sierra Leone? What does that bring to us? How Liberia benefit from all the kind of nonsense that Mr. Bouakai is going to do in Sierra Leone? It doesn't benefit us. It doesn't benefit us at all. I am very much disappointed over President Bouakai, this very inept president, the puppet of a president that we have here. He doesn't care about us. Today we hear him say the Guineans have deployed a lot of, we don't know as to whether they want to carry in our country. Mr. Bouakai does not care, but he did merit making Sierra Leone for money. For me, I never had any prospect in Bouakai because I saw it on the CBV day. I knew that you are now a leader, but you're just someone to spoil place. And this is what, when people are so angry and they go to elect such a man that have come and turned to a net man to us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. This person. Good morning.
My dear sister Samira, good morning.
Good morning.
This is V. Moba Zakama, and I call you from Cinco this morning. Samira, it's so unfortunate and so disgraceful for us to have individuals that their only intent is to loot, not to steal. Well, steal is little. is to loot this country. But we told Liberians from the onset that this president called Joseph Imam Boakai has no legacy of a good leader. We said this over and over, but Liberians did not listen. And here we are today. Our country has been brought to international disgrace. Look at currently what is happening between Liberia and Guinea now. Your police director violating the constitution of this country, going to the prison compound to get somebody there overnight by 3 a.m. according to the main lawyer, Councilor Cabinet Janet, to take that man from prison. The Guinean government said they don't receive the man. Liberia government, the sheriff wanted to quote the man is not in prison. So where is this man? You see the kind of leader that these guys brought on us? You see the kind of disgrace that these guys brought us? You know why these guys, according to Akaba's grade, why these guys want to move from the Kofa? Is to have absolute control over the budget. Because according to former Representative Gray, he said it is the budget that these guys used to loot. It is the budget that these guys used to get physical cash, millions in their hands. That is why today they are all angry with Francis Kofa, because he's an obstacle to the evil agenda. Liberians, if we don't rise up and we just sit and say that the people think, that not the people think, it is our own thing. This is our country. If people go to JFK, no hospital, it is you and I that will feed it. Today, the road from Gabriel Tucker Bridge to Freeport is a death trap. It is you and I that feed the fish of that particular situation we are going through. And we sit every day, we say, Joseph Imam Boakai, this man will deliver nothing. President has tried around the world, saying he became president with no return. So we just said that we say Joseph Imam Boakai, and we don't take issue into our own hand. We will.
Okay, he left. The line 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907 is the number to call to participate this morning. You listened to the budget. You listened to all of the increments in it. Liberians, it is you guys. What do you have to say about it? All Liberians, what do you have to say about this budget? Let's take this person. Morning.
Morning, Samara.
Good morning.
Good morning to Sekou. This is Edmond Carr, the visually impaired guy that making Boakai uncomfortable in the executive mansion. You know, this thing for me, and I was surprised because this is a president. He served as a vice president for 12 years, and he had budget allocation under him. It was controlled by him, what he should do with it, and what he's not supposed to do with it. Besides that, as a vice president, all of his connect, all of his contact, he was getting something from there. At the end analysis, when he left the vice presidency, when he failed to become president in 2018, he was complete baker around here. He said in his word that he was living on loan. But yet, some of the Liberian people told us that he was the best person that we have in this country. He told us that this criminal opportunity, they may use all of the opportunity they had from 2006 to where President Weah took over. The 12 years they said, he told us that they may use all of the opportunity that they have. So, that kind of person that will have opportunity where we get him from war, and the international community was standing with her. Everything that we did in this country under the Boakai and Ellen regime, they were being sponsored by the international community. He told the Liberian people, say, we may use that opportunity. Yeah, people were jumping all over here. That this is the man that was to rescue Liberia. We told them, you said, President, we are not doing well. But we had 18 candidates in the race. So that means, President, we are not doing well. You couldn't have taken any other person. But somebody that was able to tell you the truth, what they did with their opportunity, they may use it. So that's where we are. To see the Boakai increasing his budget, to see the vibrant increasing his budget, that is not a surprise to some of us. You will even see more of that. When that budget go through the scrutiny process, when you come back to go and check that particular budget line, You will see more in it for Bwaka. You will see more in it for Barbara. You will see more in it for the protest and their news people they're fighting for if they ever get it. You know, so you will see more than that. That is all the stop people. They're going to add up to it. Now he take himself from here, say he's going on the official visit. That is not official visit. You can tell us you're going on a private visit to go rest yourself. But you can tell it's an official visit. Then you are stopping all of the villages to meet or market women in Kenema, in the other places, you're stopping there. Then you will move to a hotel. Why you not telling us that you're going to be meeting with or Marabie? You don't tell you anything like that. One week. Look at all of the noise in the country. The country is on standby. It's a unfortunate it should be declared state of emergency. Look at all of the variables. Okay? We see the deployment of army at the border. All you have to tell is we are trying to strengthen security. At one time you strengthen security, whether because you are taking the people's son from jail, carrying him and killing him at the time you are about to strengthen the security at the border. So there are a lot of issues in the country for our president to jump from here to go relax somewhere because of tension. They post sick and tell us that you go for official visit. That is not official visit, but you're under the Liberian people. For some of us, we didn't subscribe to it, although we are feeling the things as well. But we will not be disappointed because we didn't have any trust in this character that he could do the best for the Liberian people. This is why we get, and this is why we will live with. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That is it. Let's take more calls on here, and we will go into a discussion, and we will do the cash giveaway and take more calls as we go along. But actually speaking, this is something. Let's take this president. We'll go into what I want to say. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning to the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
This is the voice of COP Willie, and I join you from the Full So Clinic.
Mm.
There is something information I'm hearing that is out to me. Did I hear that our president is like having a candidate tour or country tour in meeting traditional leader and market women? Are we seeing that in Liberia since he became president of Liberia? Are we seeing in a village or in villages meeting with traditional people or market people or commoners in Liberia? So why is he trying to show if you are president of Sierra Leone or president of Liberia? Or is he trying to tell us that look, we people are full you are not from Liberia, I'm from Sierra Leone and your president I will take come back to my room? Anyway, it's not bad. We said it. People agree to everything. We say the papier is on Sierra Leone, but they say we agree. The papier got loan when you win. He said you let me alone, you pay a loan. We agree. The papier say he squander opportunity. When you give him an opportunity, you squander it. We agree. So like we must agree at this time. He will take all and he will do all. Let us agree. We will agree. And we'll continue to agree on the city again pass. Thank you this morning.
Okay, thank you. So let me say this, right? This is something that it is serious. Like, we don't know where this country is going, right? When you see this happening, people expected more. People expected not this from this government at this point in time because of the way in which they ran the politics, because of the way in which they presented themselves, right? That's the reason why people, they are just shocked. I know that even diehard partisans from Unity Party, they themselves, one way or the other, they might not call to see it. It's not like I'm being, being with this other party or that other party, no. But I know that some of them, they are even shocked with this news. Because look at the country that we're in. We are the world 8th poorest country. We read you out the salary or the budget for the American president. What he takes every year. 4,000 United States dollars plus 50,000. Is that 40,000? Yeah, 40,000 United States dollars. Let me get it. Is yes, 400,000 United States dollars per year. Excuse me. The American president. and also additional expenses allowance of 50,000 to assist in defraying expenses relating or resulting from the discharge. So if our country, Liberia, can look up to America and say, you know, they want America to do this for them, America to do that for them, I mean, they should be able to learn as to how much Americans get paid, how much the president take, how much is included in the national budget for the American president, for the vice president, for all of the executives, that they should be able to follow that same trend. Because you cannot say that you are a poor country, you are asking another country to be a help to you, or you want another country to be a help to you because you feel that you are entitled to it, but yet and still you are making more than the country president. Your budget is even more. Yet and still your lawmakers, they are making more. But yet you're saying that the country just don't want to help you. But can you learn a simple thing from that country? Do you know what it said that that country, what it did to get at that point? It's because they did not just sit down and say, we all will be gobblers, right? We will just take the money and eat it, half it to ourselves. No. They said that we who are in position, because we came there for the country, we will take lesser amount. Sometimes you want to say, what kind of country are we in? How is it that we'll be one of the poorest countries in the world, but yet and still our politicians, they are making salaries that the countries who even they are up there, they are not even making. Their politicians, they are not making. But yet and still our country will go up to these people asking them for help. Out of the money that you are making, out of the percentage that's being added and everything, all of this money can go to the hospitals, it can go to the clinics, it can go to the schools to be able to help Liberians. Like it or not, it can do that for you. All of the money, it can do that. All of this, the percentage being added, especially in this kind of time, wherein the country, the people, they are in actual poverty. Liberians are living in poverty. But yet and still, the leaders who were elected, who the Liberian people say, go and help our country, they increase their budget. Instead of reducing their budget, because myself, I thought that they would have reduced their budget though, looking at the way in which the country is like and everything. But they increased their budget. So it's almost like I came here, the Liberian people gave me this right. I'm not even going to think about them. I'm going to do everything that I can do, take the money that I can take and move from here. I don't have time for them. That is how it looks. That is just it. What kind of country are we living in? How can you have people going to bed hungry? How can you have people selling in the streets? Children are not in school. How can you have parents crying for jobs? How can you have parents who are working and not taking salaries? How can you have all of these things within the country at this point in time? Do you increase the budget? I will tell the Liberian people, and I'll continue to tell the Liberian people, that politicians only care about themselves. When they want to get there, they reach themselves, is when they come to the Liberian people asking them, begging them for their votes. But once they hit that seat, all they think about is themselves. They and their family. They are the only people that they think about. They just don't care about you anymore. Because if this government care about you, you see other countries, the president will say, I don't want salary. I'm just here to do the Liberian people work. I don't want salaries. But our country, the budget will be increasing and increasing. You said that The past government was not doing well. But yet and still you came and your own budget line crossed the past government budget line. I thought your budget line was to even be reduced because of all of what you said. But yet and still your budget line, it crossed. And like Sekou said, it's something that we wouldn't want to go into because we have given our analysis on this. And we told the Liberian people what we had to say. And we just thought it was to let it be. That is the legislative politics. Because it is glaring. It is not something that is hidden. Almost everybody said properly Bwaka is not in the know. How is it that Bwaka will not be in the know when Bwaka and this man, they went out together? They were not in the country. They were out of the country when this thing happened. You will say that the executive just don't want to interfere with the legislative politics. And that is okay. It's what the Constitution says and everything. But at times the president goes in. But when you see that he continues to keep quiet, meaning what he's doing is in what they are doing, it is in his interest. As I always say, I'm in silent me concern. When people keep it silent about things, it should raise concern. Now the budget, he sent it to the deputy chief clerk. Information being told, it is with the majority block. The speaker's signature is to be on the budget. How is that going to work? So meaning the president, it was what I said previously. What I said was, the president did this, took for Nati Kofa, they went out of the country together so that he'd be removed while he's not in country. That was the plan. But on the other hand, you will say, yes, it's okay too, because a CDC lawmaker or CDC speaker, he's continuously in bed with the president. Being the speaker, it doesn't mean that you and the president should be friends. No, you are there to do your work. The president is there to do his work for the Liberian people. And now it is where it is. That is something that we're not going into, but I thought it was to let the Liberian people know that everything is taking another side. Everything is not as it should be. You have the speaker in country, but yet still you did the budget and went on the other side. Send it to the other side. Why do you have the speaker in country? How does that even work? How is it that it even work? So whose signature will be on the budget? At least if you don't have a speaker, then you say, yeah. So meaning the president is in favor of this thing. Meaning he's in the know. He's supporting it. Our president, with all of the things that's happening within this country, all of the news he's getting, he decided to leave the country, went back to his hometown, from one town to another town. With all that we have going on in this country, he turned his back. With all we have going on. So yesterday was a conference for the speaker for Nati had a conference. We will just play you his voice. He said that he will not resign under any pressure. They should get his 49 signature and he will leave. He continues to say, but as the day passes by, this thing continues to go the other way. So someone will say that, yeah, you still have a man by his word in this country. But yet and still the executive is doing business with the other people. So meaning you just there as the speaker, but there's no business coming to you. Even the budget did not even come, the budget did not even look your way. The president did not even send the budget your way. But let's have this. From there, we go back to the phone lines. You will call us on 0779 003835, 0779 003835. That's the number all of our callers will use. But just hold all of your calls. Let's have this. When we get through with it, then we'll get back and go to calls.
Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine that I will never give to a majority black or to anyone.
are calling for representation to use their time and resources. All power is inherent in the people. The legitimacy of any institution is given by the people. We are gratified that the majority of the Liberian people stay with us on the side of the rule of law.
To heed this cause, our heads are blooded, but not bowed. Our backs are straight. We can face the Liberian people. Our vision is clear. On this journey, we will stand squarely on the side of the Liberian Constitution. We will stand squarely on the side of the rules of the House of Representatives. Any other thing anybody wants to do, you will do it without our acquiescence. The law is the law. We must proceed by the law. You want to remove me? I don't want to be there one more day past 49. The minute you get at 49, you will see how I pack my official files and I go where I need to be. But this nonsense, where every day, few group of people, either induced or uninduced, with whatever reasons they have, come in and destabilize the House and its leadership for personal aggrandizement, that box.
Okay, so you've listened to it. Let's go back to the lines. We're still on the budget issue. We're still on it. You can call us and make your point. So all of you divert your calls to 0779 003835. Divert all of your calls to 0779 003835. You can divert your calls and be able to make your point. The cash giveaway is on. 3,000 is up. Use 100 LD to play. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
You see, it is quite unfortunate for us to hear that people want to remove the speaker. What I got for the speaker not too long, that people want to remove him because of a personal advertisement. Should it be the reason why people will take on this fight for more than 3 months because people want to get money in their pocket? Or because people want to get rich, people want to be on committee? What kind of country is this? Tell me, I'm getting tired with this thing. I think it's about time that Mr. Wakai exhibit leadership, because we know for him, he don't have leadership in him. Once upon a time, we understand that because Robert Chimo was to be removed. But what did we see from President William? He called all the lawmakers of Jamaica resort, and they were able to iron it up because Chimo remained until we went to election. So what can we not even copy from George Ria, who they say he had no leadership? We did not listen to the kind of nothing. We are leadership. But today, the bold experiment, he blundering, they do not have any leadership. This man, he being used even in his own range. He is Sako, that is Sako he has. The kitchen cabinet, the people are using. You got one foreign minister that brought 419 scholarship in the country. Today, she is with him. Martin Yaplo being the center future land. Can't run government like this, Mr. Plaga. For all we knew that you are not a leader. You can't be a leader. You can't even be a stand chief. But it's a mistake that people took our country and placed in your hand because they were desperate to come back to steal. He knew this, and we took our people. He started and said, yeah, we agree. Everything that we said, he said he agreed. So are they agreeing now with the kind of hardship? Tell me why we're interested in those that when you take your microphone on proxy or red light to sample the view on appearance as to how they are living after 1 year of President Dia. Leadership instead of 1 year of Joseph Baga. They will tell you, say, majority of the people tell you, John, we are better than Joseph Baga. That is the truth. Mr. Paga has no experience. Mr. Paga is a failure. He entire life, they are not working anywhere and let a full legacy. This is what we get it to be. For this time, president, they got a puppet that will guide their calling president. He won't count it too.
Thank you. Good morning.
Samira, good morning, my sister.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to Bro Seku, who is not, I think, in country. This is Buema Widow, and I joined from my district 13 resident. Samira, let me say thanks to you for the topic of discussion this morning. Samira, the issue of the budget to be sent at the majority black at the RJ Hotel. For me, it is not surprising to me, Samira, because if this president can be sitting to watch Mo Ali and other guys, Cooper Crack, to appear at that black at RJ, it was not surprising to me. Mo Ali and Cooper Crack and the other folks, they work at the way and pleasure of the president. If the president mean one for this country, he wants to stop them from doing business with these guys. But the president sat there and sent them, and they went, they answer question to the majority black. So for the budget to be sent there today, the president only leave because he not wanted to be in country. But the president part of the year, when the budget was saying, the president was not your president number 8. That's the reason why he went in Sierra Leone to go tell his people, thank you. The president want to tell people, thank you in Sierra Leone for boning him or sending him in the blood to become president. Let Nima Kante here. Nima Kante, you get quota roll from Monrovia straight to Nima. The president up to this day today, he never went back in Nima to tell Prince Johnson and his people, thank you for making him president. Because Nima Kante was one of the country in this country that made Joe Biden president. But today, the president left and went to America before the declaration to tell or how they call it, water spoon and other people in America, thank you. The president leave today to go Sierra Leone to tell his Sierra Leone friends and brother and family, thank you. But today, you're from Nima. The president never even turned out to say thank you to you. Today, our country is in crisis. The president leaving to go tell people thank you in Sierra Leone. We don't have a problem with it. This is our country. Mr. Kofa, stand by your ground. Constitution will the law will judge you. History will judge you tomorrow. We always stand by you and we will stand by the law. This country is a country of law, but not by men. Thanks for the time, my sister.
Okay, thank you. This person, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samara.
Good morning.
This is the voice of William Hines, and I'm filming from Cardwell, New Georgia, North Road. Samara, I listened to the discussion natively this morning. I've been following other conversation on other social media and that of radio stations. You know, Samara, this morning my own will be different because if you look at the Constitution of Liberia, which of course I will encourage you to please do a little reading so you can escalate the conversation. The Constitution does not state that the budget should be submitted to the Speaker. Nowhere in the Constitution it is written. If you follow the Constitution says
is the speaker's signature. Is the speaker's signature not to be on the budget?
No, I come in. Samara, let me
jump. Answer that one first now. Is the speaker's signature not to be on the budget?
The speaker's signature be on the budget is a process.
So let me ask, is the speaker's signature not to be on the budget? So I want to ask, once they take the budget from the majority block, then they will send it over to the speaker so that he put his signature there, right?
Yeah, but the budget is reviewed by the two houses. You know that and I know that. The budget is reduced to the House of Representatives.
I'm asking. So as long as it leaves from the majority block, then it will be sent to the speaker so that he affixes his signature on it, right?
The majority block is doing business because they have the numbers. Samira, we all know that. The only issue about the speaker here is they should have the 49 to remove him, right?
That is something that we know.
But the Constitution says the president shall submit the budget of the legislature. They didn't say the speaker who comprises of the legislature.
So
represented the Senate.
Yes, that.
So if the president submits in the Constitution to recognize the chief clerk. This is why the president submitted the budget on a non-working day, which was yesterday to the chief.
And where was the budget submitted? I mean,
the budget submitted to the chief clerk.
Where?
Yesterday on a non-working day.
Where?
Oh, it can be at the chief clerk's house. The constitution said to the chief clerk, what are he capital burial should be submitted.
What are you to the hotel, eh?
No, but not the issue, Samara.
Okay. Good morning.
Yes. How are you, my sister?
I'm okay.
Oh, I'm Esther Rostavo. I'm calling from 17th Street.
Okay.
I think the brother who just left the land, he's not reading the Constitution. He should go to Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution. Article 49 clearly states the function of the presiding of the House of Representatives in the legislature. So if he's not reading, he should go back to read Article 49 and digest it quickly. Article 49 states that the House of Legislature shall elect every 6 years a speaker who will be the presiding, who shall. The Constitution says shall, who shall be the presiding. So whenever the president is submitting the budget to the House of Legislature, to the representative, it should be submitted to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So that thing that he's saying is the error. Furthermore, I don't know which of the stations that he is listening to that are telling him that the budget should be submitted to the chief clerk. There is nothing in the Constitution that says the budget should be submitted to the chief clerk. So he's in error this morning and he's part of the 43 men. I want to say this before I can close. Fonati is not in error. Fonati is on the side of the Constitution. It allows the step that Fonati taking. Sorry, Samora, this morning to use this word. If 2 men say, I know book, they are not stupid. Fonati is not stupid. He knows what he is doing. I listen to Habina Janya, the councillor. I listen to Senator Austin.
Fonati is telling the people that they are jeopardizing the Constitution. But you know, the problem here is that some people, they just don't know that the Constitution is as big and they cannot read all of the places that they ought to read, rather the particular part that they feel that they want to talk about, because it is in their interest, is that particular part that they will read and come to the board and start to talk about. So at times, I just don't waste my time on them. I just leave it to them and they just say what they want to say, because I know that what we tell the public here is what we get to say. So at times for these people come on board is something that if Fonati is warning that they will meet in court, because they add that they fight that they submitted the budget to the deputy chief clerk. It is not to be. That is what he's saying.
The president of the country is in the know.
He's in the know.
Imagine he carried Fonati to room. As soon as they left, they start to listen signature to remove it. Now he left for suddenly the police the project office at the House of Representatives for the city men. Why is the president doing this? He's just pretending.
And what they are doing currently, they are violating the public financial management law. Exactly. That is what they are doing.
Exactly, my sister.
By bypassing the speaker's office. You know, some of these things, some people just come and talk, but once I give out my information, when you call, you want to talk, you just talk and have your word and leave to it. You will go tell someone. You will go tell someone to read the Constitution. At times people just use words, you know, but I would say that they should be the one doing the reading more, because before you come and sit here,
thank you for the good work that you people are doing for the Liberian people. I can't great educate Samuel Koga, a Clarence guy on the show. That's it. Live in a house, they not know your own house.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Okay. I come from Coffee Highway, Dwazon to be specific. And I'm Nathaniel Jackson. One thing is it's the constitution, all of them, everybody putting constitution from the one to the end of the whole universe. This same constitution is telling us that the power is in the hands of the citizens. What are we doing? You have to talk. We have the power. And when we see anything that is not right, what we should do, we should be able to engage it. So we are not just criticizing one another, working against one another, talking any other thing that we want to talk. It will benefit us nothing. So the whole thing that we're talking is that we the citizens, we are the cause. Nobody want to excuse. President Dezo, Speaker Dezo, Legislator Dezo, all the things we...
Okay, this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara. Please. It's necessary that someone all make a comeback. This is Edmund Carr. And you know, let me first of all say that guy was never supposed to use your word. He need to read the Constitution. It's an insult to you. It's an insult to the shoe. You should not allow him on the line. That guy is living in distinction. He know nothing. He got shot in. And you know, the things that have to do with the law, you have no control over it. This is why even the renowned lawyer, to make them to become a good defense or present their legal interest in court, you always see them reading. You know nothing about it. If the Constitution says the budget to be presented to the presiding, who is the presiding here, brother, that was shouting? In fact, they had a New York JNKK. What happened to their Nina? The children now? They not calling their title now. They were Joel Boaka and Jeremiah Kuhn when they call on the show, but they're not calling their title now. They carry and lies on the Liberian people. These are the guys that when they go to the Hatari shot, they say that they shot, they live in a state of complete confusion. They know nothing. Who is the presiding here? Fonati Kofa is the presiding. Even the so-called rebel group, they are aware as long as they have not removed Fonati Kofa, they are in the know that he is the presiding. So if they take the budget and go and present it to a client, the client take it and go and present it to Tama Fala, you are going against the financial law of Liberia, you are going against the constitution of Liberia, you are going against the Liberian people. So what are you going to be doing with that budget? Will they be able to invite their landline institution to come in that hall to defend the budget where it's full of crisis, where it is hostile? That what was happening there? Or they're going to be inviting ministry and agency at the RJ Hotel to go there to defend their budget? What are they going to be doing? As you speak, they are not even yet structured. The entire committee, where is the ways me, the co-chair, and whatsoever that's going to be presiding over that budget to go through the process of the budget. Then the brother called his shouting on the radio, but I like it. I love it. These are guys, these people say to support Unity Party. People are dragging the government into much. People are dragging the government all over. You stay there until you call it on your so-called rebel representative so that we can return and out on the budget for the interest of your president that you brought to rescue here. When you go on the radio, you split a lie, you put a distinction that going to carry country behind. Good. And for us on the side of CDC, we love this fight. Let us fight. I don't overfeed things, but at the end analysis, it is black that will be referred to as the white and the message government in the history of Liberia.
Okay, thank you. Morning.
Samira, my name is Hussein Sinkel, and I call you from Jacobstown. Good morning to you and good morning to your followers. So I think the sole purpose of your conversation in the morning is to provide information and educate your listeners. So let me read for you Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution. It says the House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years.
Hello, Hussein?
Hello?
Hello?
Samira?
Can we speak to the issue of the budget? The budget is being increased.
So we're trying to educate. I'm not.
So it is the budget that we're talking about. You saw the increment in the budget. That is our major discussion here. We just weigh in. I don't want you to read the Constitution because I'm telling you that we are talking about the budget.
Yeah,
we read it out.
I'm not diving into counter argument, but I thought I would have read the Constitution for those of the people who are lazy and don't have the.
So the issue here, I just decided to weigh in on the legislative politics and everything, but the major discussion here is about the budget. The budget that was being sent.
Directed to the budget.
Thank you.
Nobody has monopoly over knowledge. Everyone is in the learning curve. Even you that call you in the studio there, everyone will want to listen because they think certain things you have not grabbing and they want to listen to you get it. So the issue of the submission of the budget is always submitted to
the increase in the budget, the increment in the budget.
So Samara, if I will learn my business before ending out, then you have to allow me. Everyone will come and be shouting on the radio.
We are talking about the increment in the budget, Hussein. Let's stick to the discussion.
Thank you for the opportunity, Samara.
Thank you, Hussein. Good morning.
Yeah, Samara.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. You're live.
Yeah, thank you. I call from the put of the channel.
Okay.
And this is lost in time.
Yes, lost in time.
Thank you. So, why is it true that the normal routine of submitting a budget to be addressed to the speaker? As we all know today, that the speaker had the authority to begin the message, the gavel as the speaker, but in a political crisis or crisis, and I know, Samara, shall the budget go to the speaker? Do we have the power to convene a meeting?
No, he doesn't have the power to convene section. That is something that we know. The Constitution doesn't state that once you have that number, you should be able to hold session. No, but the thing here is that the budget should be submitted to the presiding. And who is the presiding? Is the speaker not in country? But let us go to the increment in the budget. What do you have to say about that? It's over the 2024 budget, 2025 budget. You saw it. The president's salary, the president budget for 2025 is being increased 21+%. The vice president 44.90%, and the Senate pro tem and all of that. What do you have to say about that? Speak to that issue.
Yes, thank you. Yes, quickly. So let me just go to that particular part. Very important. I think this is why the budget has been sent to the legislature, the lower house, for debate and subsequent approval, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it is now time that we urge our lawmakers or their very constituents that the president budget is increased, or the vice president budget or the pro-tem budget is increased. It is exorbitant in other words, so that it deemed necessary that you guys reduce it, because now it's in the hands of the legislature. We don't have power over it now. They have the power to put on that and review whatever that may be reviewed. But then I think it's just a proposal. All right? It's not yet being approved. So
what if it is being approved?
Then until then.
Okay.
Until then.
Okay.
Yes, until then.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the cash giveaway is on. Play *799# is select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Shortly, we will be drawing winners here for the cash giveaway. We take 5 more calls and then we go to our cash giveaway, draw our winners. Then we move on to our next discussion. Yeah, good morning. Please walk away from your monitor.
This is Chabuta Kruma calling from Magibian.
Okay, Magibi, go ahead.
Yeah, Samira, this budget up to 845 million is not in the interest of the citizen, because where are the development component of the local budget? Which part of the budget is telling you that we need road, hospital, whatsoever, drugs, whatsoever is that? But then you are increased the president budget from 41% of the budget that be increased. 41% of the budget
going to the vice president. The what are the development component in there? Then budget you and myself will be talking about. So budget is only there to only pay salary or only to make all of people to get rich in the Denego country. As for me, I see this thing that it's just a joke in the Denego country because the budget is not that will not benefit the masses of the Denego country. Because you will not get almost a quarter of billions of our budget. You cannot feel the impact on the Liberian people. It's not a budget. It's not a budget. It's only there to what? To amend wealth for the official of government. Because you would not look at a delegate budget 21%. Where are they? Which one are the ones we're going to use for reconstruction of roofs? Where are some? It is any hospital in the drugs or the Liberia hospital. How many are budget? Okay, let's look at you. The president is telling about agriculture. How many in the budget for agriculture? That's supposed to make or farmland whatsoever. These are the things we're supposed to be talking about. But you put budget somewhere that invest on part of the budget, you get people that are getting $125. Which of course all those things are not good for you and myself. It's very, very detrimental to the state of Liberia. No, we feel it, we will say it, and this is what will happen to this is what will happen to the Liberian people. Because we wanted it, so we should get it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let us do the cash giveaway. We will not take costs. Yeah, because we want to go ahead with the cash giveaway. So let us do the cash giveaway. And after the cash giveaway, we take a break. And when we get back, we go strictly into our next discussion here this morning. So let's draw 3 winners for the cash giveaway. If you're a dead play, continue to play. That's *799 hash. Select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Then you put in $100 Liberian dollars. We are about to draw winners. We will talk to 3 persons here this morning, and right after that, we take our break. We get back. We go into our discussion on the platform this morning. So let us please call while we are drawing winners. You can play now. You are using $100 Liberian dollars to play. All you need to do is dial *799 hash, and then you select option 8. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Samira Online. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia. Please walk away from your monitor.
Yes, it's Samira.
Your name and where do you join us from?
Yes, M.A.S. Poema, calling from Bon County.
Bon County. Did you play the cash giveaway this morning? How many times did you play?
I play, I think, for 2 times.
Okay, so you won yourself 3,000. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And wish you.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I said today you want to play the cash giveaway today because you want to keep money in your phone for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 100,000 day. 100,000 and 20,000 day. So you want to play right now. When you're 3,000, then you keep your 3,000 in your phone and be able to play more on tomorrow so that you be a winner for maybe the 100,000 or the 20,000 on tomorrow morning. So you want to do that now. Dial *799 hash. Select option 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. My name is Samira Online. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yes.
Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Justina, sir. I join you from Singapore.
Justina, you did play the cash giveaway this morning. How many times did you play?
I played 2 times.
2 times. You won yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the third person. Yeah, we said that we will talk to 3 winners. Mind you, we are still talking to winners, so you can continue to play the cash giveaway now. And like I said, if you play now, you stand a chance to win. If you win, you keep your money tomorrow. You play for the 100,000. You play for the 20,000. You be a part of our winners tomorrow. So it is as easy as that. So we are calling this third person, and from here we take a break. We get back. We go into our discussion on the platform this morning. Let's please call to this winner and see as to if he or she answers the call. We sent the 3,000 to their phones already. It's just a confirmation call that we are doing this morning. So you just need to do that. And okay, this person number is off. Continue to play the cash giveaway. Dial star 799 hash, and then select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play with your 100 Liberian dollars. Play, you get your 3,000. This is how you do it. You play now, you win your 3,000. When you win your 3,000, you keep it for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the jackpot. Tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow you'll be winning 100,000 plus 20,000. Then on Thursday, you'll be winning 50,000 and 10,000. So on tomorrow, that is the 100,000 day. If you have your 3,000 in your phone, today you can just play 2 to 3 times. But tomorrow you need to play as many times as you can play. So you keep your money on your phone. Tomorrow you play probably with 1,000, because tomorrow people will be using 200 LD to play. So let us take this break. When we get back, we go strictly into our next discussion on the platform this morning. Take this break. When we get back, we go strictly into our next discussion on the platform this morning.
Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people sue us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people sue us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go knock the government. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough for time, but they instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go knock the corrupt. With the promises that led us to all our damages. You tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us.
The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go lie. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation is poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go lie, they go rob, with the promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
So, if you're just joining us, we would like to say welcome back. Welcome back to Good Morning Liberia. Like we said, if you're just joining us, we would like to say okay. So, welcome to Voice of Liberia. Good Morning Liberia. I'm sorry about that to our listeners. Like we said, we were taking a short break to be back. We are back, and we are about to go into our next discussion. So if you're out there, continue to follow, continue to share, invite a friend to listen. Okay. So here is it. Like we said, on our second discussion, we will talk about the University of Liberia. Yes, there have been couple of protests at the University of Liberia campus, and the students are protesting for the reopening of school. They are saying that school should be opened, school should resume, right? And the government of Liberia, they postponed the opening of schools, of the University of Liberia, not of schools though. And the university was to open the beginning of this month. Yes. But then it was being postponed due to some reasons. We have the release here stating these reasons why classes cannot resume. But then the students, they are saying that every year the University of Liberia have one semester, which is not to be like that. At least 2 semesters within a year. And actually speaking, it is wasting students' time. It was just under the George Weah-led government when there were some renovations going on again, that school had to remain closed due to that renovation. And like that, students will not carry the amount of credits that they have to carry. It makes students to stay longer in the university. That is something that people know about, that once you enter the University of Liberia, you have to be old before you get out and all of that. But now we're seeing that children are graduating from that university, right? It is a state-run university. So I think that more attention should be paid to it. I think that they should get the best facility in the country, because it is a state run and it should be of first priority. Though it is a free university, right? But it should be first priority. You know, it should be prioritized by the government. Because if you go out there, the University of Liberia is the only state run university that we have here. And the thing about it is that it will puzzle you to know that the chairs, there are not enough for students in a state-run university. Even the toilets that the students are to use, it is not conducive for them to use it. At times, teachers or instructors will go on strike for salaries or for some other things. So the president, Joseph Boakai, took over, and then he put an intern government at the university there so that they be able to carry on. But since he took over and the university closed, that semester ended, the next semester that was to start, not yet started. Where are we heading? So the Students' Unification Party, SUP for short, they came out and said that they want for school to open. First, it started with the interim government that was being put in there. They said that they needed the rightful people to be over the university. You cannot have acting president, acting this one, acting that one. No. They need appointments to be done. And afterwards, the school was to open. People went through with their portal process and everything. And to our surprise, Liberians, we saw a release from the University of Liberia. It says November 15, 2024, message from the acting president of the University of Liberia, Dr. Hassan Conte, to the general student body. Greetings, and I hope all of you are doing well. I am extremely concerned with the current trend of student violence on the Capitol Hill campus, which continued on Wednesday, November 13, 2024. Earlier on Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024, some students, a group, vandalized vehicles and harassed a few high-ranking government officials who attended a program marking the launch of doctoral programs at the university by our visitor and the president of the Republic of our Republic, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boaka Sr. The Office of the Student Affairs is investigating these acts of violence, including the latter between some students of PROSA and SUP, during which several students were injured, cars damaged, the Office of the Student Affairs burned, and the traffic on Capitol Hill was interrupted for several hours. That led to embarrassment. We will inform the university community about the outcome of the investigation next week, including actions to be taken as provided in the student handbook. I am pleased to provide you with this update on the ongoing efforts to improve our university's infrastructure and academic environment. We started planning for the renovation of our classrooms, bathrooms, library, and internet facilities in June 2024. This process has taken time to secure the necessary funding. We will begin implementing these plans shortly. After careful consideration and consultations, I'm announcing that the resumption of classes previously scheduled for the 18th will be rescheduled to a new date to be determined by the faculty senate, which will meet early next week. This adjustment will allow us to complete the renovation work and ensure that our facilities meet the standards all students deserve. The renovation includes the classrooms with improved condition, upgraded bathrooms, with enhanced sanitation facility, library with improved facilities, improved internet connectivity and Wi-Fi coverage, other reforms to enhance the overall university experience, improved transportation to Fendel and St. J campuses. So this is the release from the University of Liberia. The issue about the burning of Student Affairs Office, yes. The police, UR police, said that it was electrical fault. That was what they said. But the day that I was on the campus there, the day that I went there, fire service was going there to see as to if the cause of the fire, it was electrical. And the clash between PROSA and SUP. Here is how it started. That led to students being hurt. As you all know, the university classes are now started. But there was this PROSA student, not PROSA, but SUP student. It was on PROSA anniversary, I'm sure. One of the SUP students, he called her back and then decided to get on the back to go. And PROSA men came, there were about 3. And they said that the back men should carry the 3 of them. So how I got to know this person was a SUPist is because I saw the uniform. He was in his full uniform, the soup uniform. So the black man said, well, I have only one helmet. I cannot carry the two of you. Moreover, this man stopped me already. Why the guy was trying to get over the back, they started to slap him, beat him. And according to him, the guy who they started to slap and everything was from soup. He said that he did martial arm and everything. So he was able to raise 2 persons down. But there was this man from Prosa, the other boy from Prosa. He went and took a bench and knocked it on the boy's neck. It was how the ball fell off. Right at the entrance of the University of Liberia, there was a girl there in a soup uniform. And they were entering and they said, leave the room and let's pass. Prosa boys. And the girl said, but you have the other row pass. It's not forced for you to pass here. And then they started to go through it back and forth. It was only the girl that was there from soup. And Prosa men, they beat on the girl badly. Her whole nose open. She was being taken to one of the American hospitals on the back road, I'm sure. And they did all of her treatment and everything by the president of the university or one of the staffers. But I try to follow that issue. So it was how soup men got angry and they started to chase Prosa men out of the campus, the university campus that day. So as for the clash between soup and protest, that was the reason of it. That was the reason why they had that huge fight. Now, when it comes to the opening of school was to open yesterday, was the 18th. Previously, school was to open before the 18th too. It was being postponed again. And afterwards, they went back and forth, and they said November 18th, school will open. And yesterday, we saw that students weren't in class. There was a release putting up saying that they want to do renovation, or release saying that they want to upgrade the place, put Wi-Fi, chairs, the library, and all of that. But here is it. I think that before we get to the protest side, I actually do think that this whole process with the University of Liberia and students, it is not being fair. That university, it is the state-run university. If there should be a renovation, it should be done within the time frame when school closes, right? Then you do your renovation. That's to inconvenience the students. Look at the time they talked about the renovation, June. From June up to now, they said that they couldn't get the fundings to go ahead with the renovation. But yet and still, you have a president who's there increasing the budget. These are things that people should not even be complaining about. The universities, the state-run university, the government hospitals. You know, these are things that money should be allotted for them, to be real. Because the University of Liberia is where people go to acquire knowledge. Within a year, there's only a semester. So you know how denigrating that is? And even the semester that they will have, there will be some interferences. Things will happen at times. Students will go on strike. Teachers will go on strike. That's how it happened. So June 2024, you said that you wanted to do some renovation. Up to November, the year is about to end. And still, imagine school closed since, I think, before June or in June. It was before June or June, something like that. And look at the break in between. Up to now, school have not yet open. So the protest that was held as soupists, they were saying that they want the opening of school. School should open. The renovation process, I should say that it is belated. Because these are things that the government should be able to focus on. Rather, they're not focusing on it. So the students took to the street yesterday. They blocked the main gate of the University of Liberia, Capitol Hill. Cars not going, neither coming. All of the vehicles yesterday, they were using the mansion side to head to town because the students blocked the road, saying that they want for school to open. School should open. People want to learn. And there was a meeting held at Bede Casa yesterday by high authorities of the University of Liberia. From there, the roadblock was carried in front of Bede Casa because the University of Liberia, the high officials, they were having a meeting there. So they took the roadblock and carried it there. But yesterday again, the police people, they behaved very unprofessional. Like we always speak about the Liberia National Police. When they are not behaving professional, we'll always speak about it. We'll continue to talk about it. And we just feel that the habit of the Liberia National Police is becoming unbecoming. Or it has become unbecoming. Why is it we say so? Since this government took over from the initial stage, whenever there is a protest, the police always increase the pressure on the scene. Instead of putting the situation under control, they can be the one intensifying the situation. So we saw that with Kinjo. We saw that with other protests around here since the Unity Party-led government took over, since Greg became the police inspector for the Liberia National Police. All we have seen from the police, it is violence. Police that should be protecting the rights of citizens. They should be there to protect the citizens. Whenever there's a protest, the police will always behave the way that they are not to behave. Instead of putting the situation under control, they increase the pressure. That is how they have been behaving. So yesterday, these students gathered and they said that they are protesting for their school to open. To Liberia National Police, they went there, which is not wrong. Once you are protesting, the police have the right to go there and observe, put the situation under control. You know, you can peacefully protest. That is not a problem. It is your right, your constitutional right to peacefully gather. And the police, they started their normal thing. They started to beat on students again. Some of the students, as we are told, they were taken with the Liberia National Police. And the students, too, they are saying that they should release the other people that was carried, or else they will go there to the station and be able to release their people. And yesterday, it was very, very much toxic in the country, especially at the University of Liberia campus, Capitol Hill. It wasn't easy there. But I think that these are things that the government should be looking at. These are things that should be of first priority to the government. The University of Liberia, the money should have been given so that the renovation can go on, so that students can start school in time. But with all of the situations that we have on ground, the president left the country. The president turned his back and he said he's going for a work visit to Sierra Leone. While you have students are not in school. Students are not in school. The president left the country. While you have people complaining on a daily basis, the president is not in country. So what kind of country are we running? Hospitals, there's no drugs in hospitals. People dying on a daily basis because they cannot get the medication that they are to get. But people are increasing the budget. Do you think that the increment that's in the budget, it could not help the University of Liberia to get to another level? Do you think that is every time students should cry, students should take the streets to protest before school opens? Is that how it is to be a state-run university? It should be one of the universities in the country that should be most valued. It should be one of the universities on the campus that in this country, I mean that attention, the highest attention should be paid to. It is the state-run university. Because if you're going out there, you say I'm from the University of Liberia, it represents the country. But rather, all of these things, they are not taken into consideration. All of these things are taken lightly. Because you have a president, I should say, that doesn't care. Up to now, you and I have been able to appoint the president of the University of Liberia. You still have acting president there. What is the hold on? What is the hold on? What is going on? These students, they deserve better. Do you know how many people cry on a daily basis saying that they are to graduate? There are some students who are to come out 2025. But because of what is happening, they will have to run up to 2026. Students who are supposed to come out 2026, they will run up to 2027. We should not always have this mentality that it is the University of Liberia. Anytime things can happen, no. It should be respected just the way our private universities, they are running. It's how the university should run. And it will run like that if all of the things are being put in place. Since June, why this renovation could not go on? But yet and still, you did not even get a specific date at the university will open. The release that I just read, there was no specific date as to when the university will open. I mean, the only thing that you saw there was they need time to do the renovation. How much time is it going to take? Do you have the funds on board already? Because since June, you did not have the funds on board. That was the reason why you said you could not do the renovation. So is it that you have the fundings on board? The President, Joseph Boakai, should be serious. He should be able to take these things into consideration. These are things that you should be able to handle very fast. So let's go to the phone lines and hear you. Those of you in the University of Liberia, let us hear you. You are out there, you are listening. Let us get your take as to how you feel about this school. There's no fixed date for the opening of school. We don't know. Students protested yesterday. You had the Liberia National Police beating on them as usual. And basically, the situation is around the University of Liberia. This is our second talking point. To enable students who are attending the University of Liberia to make their calls, to be able to express themselves, to be able to speak their minds out. 0770-907-907, 0770-907. Oh, that is not the number. 0779-003-835, 0779-003-835, 0779-003-835. Those of you who you might not be in the University of Liberia, you can still call to give your point. You have child, you have your children in the University of Liberia, and this issue is also affecting your child or your children. You can also call us this morning. 0779-003-835 is the number to call. 0779-003-835. That's the number to call. Put in your call and be a part of this discussion this morning. The cash giveaway is open. Like we said, you have to play so that you keep your 3,000 for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be 100,000 draw. Okay, so this morning basically we are on the University of Liberia. That is what we're talking about. You have students who are not in school. What is it that the government is doing? But yet and still you have the president. He's increasing his budget. Who does that when all of these common things that cannot be settled? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking about university. That's right. It's thinking they are saying it will not happen. They are just trying to say because the teachers that on for years, they are saying that going in, and they go into the university, so it creates a lot of problems. Because they were talking about education, they are telling the education is a fool. Just look now, it's just going out the same way. They only focus on themselves and their children to go out and run, but they will not think about the Liberian people. So these are some of the problems we are facing today. They're just saying it, but then people's children will suffer and their money will lead into on the education part. So that is my point.
Okay, thank you. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Samira Wallach. Good morning to my dear brother Sikro. You see, Papi Success Kate, I did join from the avenue of Honorable Joseph, and I've been called the Chairman on Rules and Other Administration on the 55th Legislature. Well, let me say kulo this morning for your happening in the country. Where Samira, the issue of this is the culture of Europe or Liberia. For me, I stand as militant and in support of my militancy and my militant brother and sister. For the police brutalizing our militant, this is ungovernable to our country and our society. And at this time, people are supposed to be in school. That's the right of the student that residing within UL or people that are going to school there. For the fact being, if the people come out to express themselves to our president that the Liberian people gave us, who have turned lawlessness to this country in the same code, everything that's supposed to be in place. And Baka police, Greg Como police, run behind the people. Imagine this is the first time entering the premises of the school, the UL campus, beyond the school, going in the community, entering the Z RAM for the students just to collect and carry them. So that was very unbelievable yesterday, but this is Liberia. You're watching them. Thank you for following me.
Okay, thank you. So some students of the Student Unification Party, they spoke to the media yesterday after the arrest of the militants and the Secretary General by the Liberia National Police. Let us hear them. Okay, let's take this person, then we go for that clip. Good morning. Yes?
Are you coming over, ma?
I'm okay.
Coming back with a please. I got good news on my credit finish. Coming back quick.
I don't. What kind of good news is that? I don't even have your number. I always say that I'm going to call you back. I don't know how you do it yet, though. So let us go now for this quickly this morning. Okay. Okay.
The University of Liberia, UL, students who employ politics. The board masses relegated to the lower income strata. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a privilege.
Okay, so this video yesterday, it was taken by Mafila Kamara, one of our staffs, and if you want to watch it, you can go on Voice of Liberia page and be able to get the video to and get what we are playing here. Just thought to say that.
To address the media at this time, I'm going to be very much laconic because I will not obfuscate. A few hours ago, we witnessed the brutalization and killing of militants of the Vanguard Student Unification Party by a Pata police officer of Joseph Human Bwaka.
When you free my SG, I'll come for you, yo. When you free my SG, I'll come for you, yo.
Before history and before everyone, the SG has been arrested in other commerce. We are also being informed that our former James Cody has also been executed by the Pata police of Joseph Human Bwaka. Commerce today reminds us of the struggle in South Africa during the Bantu educational policy when Seshi Mashilini organized his commerce on June 16, 1976 to oppose the Bantu educational policy on the apartheid regime.
All of the banners of the July 26 movement in Cuba.
Free the come out there, so you can't see where the 2,000 students still in the budget.
And so today, comrades, for the action of the Boga regime, the so-called or the self-proclaimed rescue mission has metamorphosed or transmogrified into the apartheid policy of the apartheid regime. And so, comrades, you have to be informed that the closing of school is sardonic, lugubrious, and insalubrious. And such decision will not be accepted by the Vanguard Student Unification Party.
So, they have decided to start make up and jeopardizing our education. We are not going to go to their despicable decision.
While you're exposed, still marriage protected university is open. While you're exposed, United Methodist University is open. While your university is open. While you're exposed, other universities is open. Comrades, national Tennessee! National Tennessee! National Tennessee! No school for you and no school for everybody. Comrades, other universities are open in the presence of year violence as the process of the 19th country and the Republic of Liberia. Comrades, let me be very much brief because I have to reduce my heart and on the mouthpiece of the Vanguard Student Party. And so today, Mr. Boga has drew the line. It is a continuous protest until school can resume. I reduce my heart and call the organizer of the Vanguard Party.
Chairman, I don't know what propaganda, Commerce, progressive journalists. Today is not an intellectual day. Today is a day that ever progressive forces in this country must weep for Liberia on the inept zombie regime held by Joseph Boyka. The militants, Star Wars, cadre, and conscious university students, 22,000 in their numbers, are sitting while Mr. Boyka is manipulating opponents, disregarding and disabusing the constitution of this country. Mr. Boyka violated Article 15 of the 1986 Constitution. Today, we cannot honor a very peaceful means to inform the university authority that the closure on campus is impeding the academic progress of students. Where assembling peacefully, we were invaded by state security, state police that arrested the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party. So we are coming down, reactionary down, put this school down, reactionary down, forward, Vanguard Party, forward. We are coming. The government of Liberia and the Liberia National Police an ultimatum of 2 hours to effectively immediately release the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party. Arrest SG. Boga must be arrested. We want to say this. The arresting the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party is tantamount to treason, and the Boga administration of treason against the state. In so doing, the safety of any government official will not be guaranteed 2 hours from now. LGO, all 2 hours from now, if the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party is not released, we will assemble men, we will assemble students in this country, we will gather their forces and we will move to Central, and we can guarantee and ensure you that there will be casualty and casualty on both sides. And we will say to you, we rather consent for the students and moving to history. To think that you will arrest the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party and go with impunity, it's a joke to you. And let us say this, to make a graduate common, he has been declared personal non grata on the campus of the University of Liberia. An attempt to see a single police officer on the campus of the University of Liberia is an attempt to challenge the Student Unification Party. It's a policy statement. Commerce, let us say this to you. Today must be the day that you regroup in your courage. Mr. Boyka, the George we will soon be history. When George we are challenged The 40th set of the Student Unification Party for days in history. Mr. Parker is no exception to that.
National Tennessee. National Tennessee. Javavi Koti. Joshua. Yo. Oh, man, Boga go ask them. Yo. Go Akara Moses. Yo.
Let some be government president. He must not trust us and content. Must open the university and open it to the core. That is not something we will compromise. It's a non-negotiable on compromising part of the Student Unification.
He's one of the campuses of the university.
Yo. So we emphasize that we equal opposition. And you can trust the process. The police know we don't make fleeting statements. There's not mere threat. In 2 hours' time, if the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party is not released, Central will be a ground of catastrophic pandemonium.
Manda. Yo, keep on killing and I keep on rescuing. Yo.
Mr. Parker, in less 11 months, have turned progressive. Just for individual in this country, in less than 11 months, have used state security as a weapon against freedom of expression. This government is intolerant to the views of conscious students in this country. This government feel afraid and is stumbling every day when critical voters air their opinions. You cannot call the University of Liberia as an abuse to the constitution of this country.
Yo, Parker regime, no different from the Parker regime. Yo.
If you think that by unleashing the military malfunctional unpaid salary delay police unconscious students as a means of intimidation, you're talking, Mr. Parker. You're talking that to us our content. You have just reawakening our resolve to struggle more. And we can tell you 2 hours from now, Central will be a catastrophic ground.
Viva! Accident necessity. Viva!
Mr. Parker came to the state on the basis of accident. And the Vanguard Party will correct that accident in the soonest possible time. We want to say this and we echo our position. Fair! You cannot arrest the student, the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party, only because the Secretary General is dealing commerce critical issues. Education, as guaranteed in Article 6 of the 1986 Constitution, is a fundamental right. No government, any government that tramples on the right of education, you have breached the constitution of this country.
National Tennessee. Oh, man, Poaka. Watch your toy. Oh, man, Poaka. Yo, I'm not backing you to open school. Yo. We are mandating, we are demanding you to open school. Yo.
If on serious legislature cannot impede Mr. Parker for violating Article 6 of the 1986 Constitution, the Vanguard Party will move Mr. Parker to history. As we can say this.
Joe Boga again with education party. Yo. Joe Boga for education, they don't throw the executive mansion party. Aluta.
Commerce. This is a call to struggle. This is the state that this regime, a hostile regime, has provided. We will not go on our knees begging them. No, we're not. We're not going on our knees appealing to them. We demand our rights. Those reactionary elements that sit in their luxurious and blunt office will not give you education on the plateau of gold. You must struggle for it. And to those correctional university students out there, we are saying to you at 2 o'clock, 2 hours from now, a sample of us on the ground of the police headquarters. A sample central.
Chicago, you Paris setting home. Yo.
The Liberia National Police have already used the remaining tear gas just this morning on the campus of the University of Liberia. There's no tear gas left now.
Where?
So we can guarantee you.
Where? Yo. When they say that, I don't hold my hand. Yo.
We can guarantee you that today to hold it, sent them to hold the Liberia National Police headquarters hostage. We will march and parade on the vicinity and the ground of Central. We'll make sure we arrest every individual that we see that is wearing uniform as an element of the state.
Black police, controller,
yo. The regime consistently, the act of creating the Universal Liberia says, no arm or ammunition is to enter the premises of the Universal Liberia. Conscious students gather and you carry armed men shooting loud bullets and tear gas as conscious students only because they are there to demand their right to education. Our debate today was to inform that to answer content. But instead, like I said, is using this closure of the university to achieve this political achievement. We're not control in the parole of this regime. This we can say to you. We are prepared. We have reorganized strategically and will re-engage very soon. That is not a win for the police. Arresting the Secretary General of the Student Navigation Party is not a win for you. It's a lose.
But yo, what did the speak one open yo?
Who the Vanguard Party has the charisma, the faculty, and the capability to maintain any struggle in this country? Because we are ideological and conscious in our plan. And because of our consciousness, that the state is intimidated when they see us, then they bring coming around. Oh, we are not full of gun. Down. Oh, man, Pwaga, down. Padetola down. Forward. Banga Student Unification Party forward. Forward. Unlinking Party forward. We want to inform our international community and others. The party regime is arresting student leaders for airing their opinions. The regime is impressing revolutionary leaders in this country. This is a regime that was soon on up to protect free speech. This is the regime that was soon on up to protect the right to assembly. This regime is arresting political actors for being critical on national issues.
Yo, if I cannot open school to that, when I say protest party rolling, yo.
That regime is violating every international standing protocol on human rights. People are dying. Solid disappearance. Today, in the clearing of the public, it was the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party that have been apprehended by the Liberia National Police. We want to say this. We want to echo this. That 2 hours from now, the manager of the Student Unification Party, in their courage and courageous figures, will move before Central.
Free LG, all moving to your story. Yo. If you get free, get rid of jail. Everyone, yo.
So, comments on the basis of this, we just wish to air our position to the press so the public can be informed that this regime has bastardized and dumperized the republic. This regime has neglected a fundamental pillar in the arrest agenda. I talk about education. This regime is violating standing international protocol by arresting political leaders and political actors, basically students, activists. This regime is coming on
as then yo. Go Akara Moses Square, yo.
Let some be going passionate. He must not trust us and content. Must open the university and open it to the core. That is not something we will compromise. It's a non-negotiable and compromising part of the Student Unification Party. He's one of the campuses of the university. Yo. So we emphasize that we echo our position. And you can trust the process. The police know we don't make fleeting statements. There's not mere threat. In 2 hours' time, if the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party is not released, Central will be a ground of catastrophic pandemonium. Manda. Yo, keep on killing and I keep on rescuing. Yo. Mr. Parker, yes! The 11 months have turned progressive. Your individual in this country, in less than 11 months, have used state security as a weapon against freedom of expression. This government is intolerant to the views of conscious students in this country. This government feel afraid and is stumbling every day when critical voters air their opinions. You cannot call the University of Liberia as an abuse to the constitution of this country. Yo, Baka regime, no different from the Baka regime. Yo. Everything about unleashing the malfunctional unpaid salary delay police unconscious students as a means of intimidation. You're talking, Mr. Walker. You're talking that to us our content. You are just reawakening our resolve to struggle more. And we can tell you 2 hours from now, Central will be a catastrophic ground.
Viva, 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 viva. Accident necessity. Viva, viva.
Mr. Walker came to the state on the basis of accident. And the Vanguard Party will correct that accident in the soonest possible time. We want to say this, and we echo our position. Fair! You cannot arrest the student, the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party, only because the Secretary General is dealing commerce critical issues. Education, as guaranteed in Article 6 of the 1986 Constitution, is a fundamental right. No government, any government that tramples on the right of education, you have breached the constitution of this country.
National Tennessee! National Tennessee! National Tennessee! Oh, me Pwaka! Oh, me Pwaka! Watch your toy! Oh, me Pwaka! Yo! We are not begging you to open school. Yo! We are mandating, we are demanding you to open school. Yo!
F! The unserious legislature cannot impede Mr. Bwaka for violating Article 6 of the 1986 Constitution. The Vanguard Party will move Mr. Bwaka to history. That's what you say.
Joe Bwaka again with education. Bati. Joe Bwaka for education. They don't throw the executive mansion. Bati. Aluta.
Commerce. This is a call to struggle. This is the state that this regime, a hostile regime, has provided. We will not go on our knees begging them. No, we're not. We're not going on our knees appealing to them. We demand our rights. Those reactionary elements that sit in their luxurious and blunt office will not give you education on the plateau of gold. You must struggle for it. And to those correctional university students out there, we are saying to you, at 2 o'clock, 2 hours from now, examine with us on the ground of the police headquarters. Examine Central. Struggle, you parents sitting home. The Liberia National Police have already used the remaining tear gas this morning on the campus of the University of Liberia. There's no tear gas left now. So we can guarantee you.
Grab one when they say that I had to hold my hand.
We can guarantee you that today, to hold the sector, to hold the Liberia National Police headquarters of state, we will march and parade on the vicinity and the ground. We'll make sure we arrest every individual that we see that is wearing uniform as an element of the state.
Tennessee, Black police, controller. We should arrest you.
The regime consistently, the act that created the University of Liberia says, no arm or ammunition is to enter the premises of the University of Liberia. Conscious students gather and you carry armed men shooting loud bullets and tear gas as conscious students only because they are there to demand their right to education. Our debate today was to inform that to answer content. But instead, like I said, is using this closure of the university to achieve this political achievement. We're not control in the power of this regime. Just we can say to you, We are prepared. We have reorganized strategically and will re-engage very soon. That is not a win for the police. Arresting a second job of student investigation party is not a win for you. It's a lose.
That's yo. What in the street 101? Yo.
Only the Vanguard Party has the charisma, the fortitude, and the capability to maintain any struggle in this country. Because we are ideological and conscious in our plan. And because of our consciousness, that the state is intimidated when they see us, they bring gunmen around. Oh, we are not full of gun. Down. Oh, man, Pwaga, down. Party Tola down. Forward. Vanguard Student Unification Party forward. Forward. Unlocking Party forward. We want to inform our international community and others. The Pwaga regime is arresting student leaders for airing their opinions. The regime is impressing revolutionary leaders in this country. This is a regime that was soon on earth to protect free speech. This is the regime that was soon on earth to protect the right to assembly. This regime is arresting political actors for being critical on national issues.
Yo, in fact, you know, open school to that 26 protest party rolling. Yo.
This regime is violating every international standing protocol on human rights. People are dying. Solid disappearance. Today, in the clearing of the public, it was the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party that have been apprehended by the Liberia National Police. We want to say this. We want to echo this. That 2 hours from now, the military and the Student Unification Party, in their courage and courageous figures, will move before Central.
Free LG, I'll move into your story. Yo. If you get free, everyone, yo.
So, commerce, on the basis of this, we just wish to air our position to the press so the public can be informed that this regime has bastardized and dumped rights to the public. This regime has neglected a fundamental pillar in the arrest agenda. I talk about education. This regime is violating standing international protocol by arresting political leaders and political actors, persecuting students, activists. This regime is coming on the basis of that. The Student Unification Party will soon reappear because we are told that as a party, we have the ability to appear, disappear, and reappear.
Arresting secretary. Opening school. Yo, we remain indomitable. Yo.
We disappear in our catacomb to regroup, re-strategize, and reorganize.
Subsequently reappear Central.
Our reappearance in 2 hours will be catastrophic at Central. And there is now a blood statement. There is a fact. The chairman has mandated this statement, and this statement will be executed in the court. I want to thank you, progressive journalists, for following it.
Okay, so you've listened. That was yesterday, the Student Unification Party, or you could see a Vanguard Student Unification Party. They spoke to the media yesterday concerning the issue. Like I said, the police continues to do what they are doing. And I am saying that the universities should be open because students need to go to school. This is related. The process that they are calling for a renovation process. This was it's supposed to be since June, but then there was no funding. Funding was not made available. But yet and still, you have a government who go about increasing the budget and looking at all of these strategic areas. They cannot put all of these areas within the budget and see as to how Liberia or the government can be able to tackle these issues, schools, hospitals, and all of that. This is the state-run university that we're talking about, and it is yet to be open. The University of Liberia is known for having a semester per year. Imagine a whole round year. You have 12 months. you have just a semester within a year. That is bad. It's actually bad. But we're not taking any course on that. We will go strictly for the cash giveaway because we don't have much time yet this morning. And really it's time. We will have to call it a day and give the time over to the next presenter, which will be driving you through this morning. So let us get the winner here for the cash giveaway and be able to talk to this person quickly this morning. If you are just tuning in, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1, and this is Good Morning Liberia. My name is Samira One-Line, and I've been here with Seku, and we have been doing this show. So let us talk to this person and tell them that they won 3,000. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Samira One-Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yes.
What is your name and where do you join us from?
I'm Benjamin from calling from New Hope, Jacobstown.
Okay. Jacobstown. Okay. Did you play the cash giveaway this morning?
Yes, I played 2 times.
2 times?
Yeah, 2 times.
You won yourself 3,000.
Wow, yeah, just one minute.
Okay, so what was the code you got?
That's *799# and then I enter number 8.
Okay. So congratulations to you. Tomorrow is the big day. People will be winning 100,000. If you like, you can save some of your money to play tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so that is it. We want to say thanks to all of you. Just before we take our leave, let us tell you that the cash giveaway, it is open. The next presenter will also be giving out $3,000, and that will be up for the day. But then on tomorrow, 100,000 will be given on this platform. Like I can always tell you, tomorrow once it is 7 o'clock, you don't have to wait for me to tell you, say play. You can start playing. We're not just giving out 100,000, but we'll give out 20,000 too. Excuse me, we'll give out 20,000 too. We're giving out 20,000, giving out 100,000, and we'll also give out 5,000 to those of our frequent players. So tomorrow is the day. You can be a part of it. The code for tomorrow is, you can write it down now. Write it down. Go and put money on your phone. You might be one of the winners. You might be playing, but who knows? Tomorrow you might win. You just don't know. Like, you cannot give up. So the code for tomorrow, you can write it down now. It is *799*90#. *799*90#. I'm saying 90 because maybe when I say 90, some people might hear it as another number. So when you press *799*90#, automatically you play on Voice of Liberia. So it opens tomorrow at 7 a.m. and closes at 9:59 a.m. So tomorrow is a 20,000 day. It is a 5,000 day. It is 100,000 day. Do not forget, those of you who playing this month is for iPhone. So at the end of this month, this November, somebody will win an iPhone. Not iPhone 10 or not iPhone 11 or maybe iPhone 12 or iPhone 11 Pro Max. One person will win iPhone this month. And also 1.2 million Liberian dollars is up for this month. So those of you who are playing, do not feel discouraged. Just continue to play. If you don't win 100,000, you will win the 1.2 million. You will win the iPhone or whatever you will win. So that is it. That is the code for tomorrow. Tomorrow you're using 200 Liberian dollars to play. And this is how we would like to say thanks to all of you who followed this broadcast. It was indeed a fascinating broadcast. And it is about time that we call it a day. Let me say thanks to our listeners, all of our listeners, those of you who follow this program. I would like to say thanks to you. Tomorrow is another edition of Good Morning Liberia. Those of you on Facebook, tomorrow we will be live at 7 a.m. Tune in and get the latest on tomorrow. I've been Samira One Line, and Sekou was here partly with me. And this is how we call it a day on Good Morning Liberia. Do have yourself a pleasant Tuesday morning.